What's going on, everybody? So today we're gonna do pulled pork burnt ends. I did a little competition run a couple weeks ago and I had a full pulled pork left. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna chop this up and we're gonna make burnt ends. I've never made them, so we're gonna try them together. So the first thing is that we gotta do is we gotta get this pork. Like I said, I got it from a butcher here. We were doing, I needed the money muscles off it. So the good part is not a lot of trimming to do on this. But from what I understand, all we gotta do is kind of cube this up. And like I said, we've got it here. We got a bone in it. So we're just gonna go into steaks is what they said. And then once we get these into steaks, we're gonna go ahead and trim these up. And we got a wire rack that we're gonna cook these on. Now, I do have it still a little cold just to help with this whole cutting process. Okay, so we've got them all cut up. You can see the little cubes. What we're gonna do right now is we're gonna go all Gulf Coast smoke today, okay? What we're gonna do, remember we got that base. I got my foil down. We're gonna give a good little coat on top real quick. Next layer I'm gonna do, so I did, like I said, a little light coat. Then we're gonna hit it with Southern Belle. Now I'm gonna put a generous little coat on here. Then I'm gonna come over top with this Southern Hospitality. I'm telling you, this stuff is good. So now that we got a good little coat of it, what we're gonna do is we're gonna kind of pat all these down real quick. And then I'm gonna flip every single one of them. I understand there's, a bunch of sizes. I need to get top bottom on here because that's particularly what I care about right now. If I wanted to, I could have put these like in a bowl and toss it inside of a bowl to get it, fully coated around there. I'm worried top bottom really right now. Now that we got them all flipped over, we're gonna hit them again. Now that I got them sitting here, I'm gonna let them sweat out for about 15, 20 minutes. I'm gonna put them in the middle of the rack on my Traeger at 275 for roughly about an hour and a half, 2 hours. I'm gonna start probing it. I'm looking for about 165 on that. But the cool thing is, let me move this out of the way. So we were talking about my seasoning bottle in my last video, right? So what I do is I kind of take that and I shake that off a little bit. And what I do is I've got this bottle right here. And I take anything and everything I use. The smoke, you use Gulf Coast smoke a lot. And I do, and I use a lot of other seasonings too. But right now, I'm gonna take this. I'm gonna dump that in there, put the lid on, and shake, shake. This, again, like I said, it's the infinity bottle. If this is your first time ever watching one of my videos, you've got your whiskey infinity bottles. I've got a seasoning infinity bottle. And it's such a great flavor of everything that I use. And, I'm telling you, make you an infinity bottle. Use some foil, put a rack down, season everything on top of that rack, everything that falls through. Again, don't beat it out of it because that may have something that's stuck on it because of liquid falling off or whatnot. I tell you, you're gonna like this. So again, let me throw these on the smoker and we'll be right back. Okay, everybody, so we ran about an hour and a half. We got some bigger pieces, we got some smaller pieces, but we're right around 165, 168 on every one of them. So what we're gonna do now is we're gonna just take these and I'm gonna put them in this aluminum pan. Okay, so we got them pulled off the rack. We got them inside this little tub, little aluminum. What we're gonna do is we're gonna take some butter. I don't know, a couple scoops of it in here. All right, so we got our butter in there. I got 4 good little scoops of butter. Take a little brown sugar. When it comes to brown sugar, just measure with your heart. And then right now I've got another little concoction, Blues Hog Tennessee Red, Blues Hog Original. What we're gonna do now, we're gonna take this and we're just gonna pour this all over it. Don't know the measurement. It was half and half, I can tell you that. It was half and half, but how much is in there? I don't know. And then what we're gonna do is we're gonna come back with the Southern Hospitality. We're just gonna add a little sprinkle on top. Now what we're gonna do is we're gonna go wrap this in foil. And this is gonna go back on the pit again, 275. We're gonna probably go about an hour. I'm looking around the 200, 203 range. It's hard to cook the temperatures. I'm gonna start probing this and I'm gonna look for tenderness. So let's go put it back on the pit. Okay, so we just took them off the pit. About another hour is what it took. Wrapped up in this just amazing goodness. About 30 minutes into it, I kind of took it and shook it, get all that amazingness on it. And look at that. Get that out of the way. Look at that. Oh, I just kind of want to give a little shake in there. Get them all a little bit, let's flip them around in there. Get all that amazing juice all over them. And what we're gonna do is we're gonna take one. I know these are screaming hot. Look at that. Breaks up. Let's try it. So I know a lot of people do the pork belly burn-ins. For me, I don't really like the pork belly burn-ins because of all the fat. The good thing about this is you can trim some of that fat. And man, these, ooh-wee. I gotta get another one. You know, so they sit here, you know, they're squishy, they're tender. I may eat pork shoulders like this forever. That's good. That's a good bite right there. Guys, like I said, it was real simple. Took a pork shoulder, we left it inside like the freezer for a few, sliced it up, made little cubes of it, seasoned it, put it in the pit, got them to about 165. Then we took them, put them in butter and barbecue sauce and some brown sugar and all that great stuff, wrapped it up, finished it off to about 200, 205, depends on which one you sat there and probed. But we're looking for them to be tender, and this is tender. It's amazing. Guys, I appreciate it. I'm curious, if this was your channel, what's the next video that you would do? Leave in the comments, let me know what video you really want to see. Other than that, guys, make sure you like, subscribe, turn those notifications on so you know when I do another video, and let's get to barbecuing.